guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. So much news to cover. We're going to talk about Kevin De Bruyne and how he almost joined Barcelona last summer. Barcelona picked Illaix Moriba ahead of Wijnaldum, but Depay could still be an option if we sell Braithwaite. Center back options, of course, an update on Eric Garcia as well, and how the dressing room of Barcelona want Neymar to come back to Barcelona to help them win the Champions League. And also a quick recap of the altercation that took place between Pique and Alba after the Clasico. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button so I get the 200 likes in this video. It'll be very much appreciated. And of course, hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news around Barcelona over the past 24 to 48 hours. Firstly, coming in from the Time Sport from the UK, saying that Barcelona had explored the possibility of signing Kevin De Bruyne, but the pandemic snuffed out any chance they had of signing him as their debt had risen to over 1 billion. So according to reports, Bartomeu wanted to bring in Kevin De Bruyne last summer, but of course due to the pandemic it wasn't possible. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. Would you have taken Kevin De Bruyne at Barcelona? Now Barcelona have been linked to quite a few center backs over the past 24 to 48 hours. Firstly, coming in from Illaix Moriba, saying that Barcelona are attending to the situation of Davis and Sanchez, who could leave Tottenham Hotspur this summer. The former Ajax player was close to joining Barcelona back in 2017 as well. The other center back that has been linked with Barcelona as well has been Jerome Boateng, coming in from Christian Folks, saying that Barcelona and Tottenham Hotspur are interested in bringing in Jerome Boateng, who becomes a free agent this summer. But Mundo Deportivo came out straight after that, saying that Barcelona have denied any interest in Jerome Boateng. Now Jerome Boateng is an absolutely hell no from me. I don't want this man anywhere near the club. He's 32 years old. His career is done. Of course, Messi dropped him back in 2015. Don't want him anywhere near this club. We are rebuilding the team. We have youth players coming through. We don't need another 33-year-old in this team. Davis and Sanchez, however, is a different situation. He is a very, very good player, but this year at Spurs, he has been very, very poor. For me, for his situation, it would depend on the transfer fee. If it's in the region between 20 to 15 million, maybe I'd consider it, but anything over 25, I wouldn't consider it at all. But a center back who is, of course, going to be joining Barcelona this summer 100% is going to be Eric Garcia, but of course, this deal just keeps on stalling and stalling and stalling. Rack One have come out saying that if Eric Garcia wants to return to Barcelona, he will have to accept the new conditions of the contract. The club have lowered his salary to half of what it was agreed earlier. So Eric Garcia was going to sign the new deal in January, but when Laporta came in, he cut his wages that they agreed on before in half. And he was not too happy about that. So right now there is some negotiations on his salary, but he does want to join Barcelona, and Barcelona do want him. Hopefully they come to an agreement very soon. This next one's coming in from Marco Llorente from Mundo Deportivo, saying that the sports management of Barcelona does not see the need to sign Junior Wijnaldum despite the request of Ronald Koeman, and they prioritize the signing and the progression of Illaix Moriba. He also states that Memphis Depay will come to Barcelona if Martin Braithwaite is sold for more than 12 million euros. Now this report brings music to my ears. I'm so happy with this. I don't want Wijnaldum near this club. 230k a week for him, no thank you. I'll take Moriba. Did you see his performance in the Clasico a few days ago? Absolutely brilliant. Of course, unlucky to hit the crossbar in the 9th minute. He's the physical midfielder that we all want and need. Grew up the Barcelona way. He was from La Masia. Of course, it's going to be way cheaper to keep than bringing Illaix Moriba, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And of course, Depay is a big upgrade on Martin Braithwaite. You sell Braithwaite for maybe 10 to 15 million, and then you bring Depay in on free. That would be an absolutely fantastic move for Barcelona, and it would satisfy both parties in Juan Laporta and Ronald Koeman. This next was coming in from the Mirror, saying that up to 9 Barcelona players are for sale this summer. As Ronald Koeman wants to reshape his squad, the players up for sale are Coutinho, Braithwaite, Umtiti, Pjanic, Sergi Roberto, Junior Firpo, Alinia, and Matheus Fernandes. Dembele could also be sold if he fails to renew his contract, which expires in 2022. Sport came out back in that statement saying that Barcelona will either renew Dembele's contract until 2025 or sell him this summer to avoid losing him under free next year. Now, another player that could be out the door of Barcelona, this came as quite a shock to a lot of the Barcelona fans, and that is Konrad de la Fuente, coming in from Lawrence from ESPN, who is very reliable, saying that Barcelona will listen to offers for Konrad de la Fuente this summer, with several clubs in Spain and Germany being interested. His current contract ends in 2022, but Barcelona do have the option to extend that until 2024. Now, Barcelona do rate Konrad de la Fuente highly, but his path to the first team of football is being blocked, with Messi, Dembele, Ansu Fati, Antoine Griezmann, and Trincao among the others ahead of him in the pecking order currently. Minutes will be hard for him to come by. Meanwhile, there's the feeling at the club that he, alongside other players such as Alex Collado, need to play at a higher level than the Spanish 3rd division next season. Coupled with the fact that Barcelona need to raise money for the incoming transfers, Konrad is seen as a player who could command a reasonable fee this summer. Barcelona would prefer a permanent sale to a loan move, although if they do sell, they want to include a buyback option in any potential deal. One player that will be 100% staying at Barcelona is going to be Pedri, and the Mirror in the UK are reporting that Liverpool want to replace Wijnaldum with Pedri and have already contacted Pedri's agent. However, Sport have come out saying that Barcelona intends to extend Pedri's contract for 4 or 5 more seasons to avoid any approach from other clubs. Barcelona also believe that his current contract is lagging in relation to his great performances recently. Pedri is comfortable at the club. Now, it is quite clear that Juan Laporta and Ronald Koeman, if he's going to be the manager, are going to be doing a big rebuild this summer. summer. But the one surprise to me that are on the transfer list right now is Sergio Roberto and Konrad de la Fuente. But Konrad de la Fuente is a bit reasonable because, as we all know, it's going to be really hard for him to get into the first team at Barcelona. I know a lot of you guys are going to be saying, oh, let's try him at left back. That's pretty much forcing a player out of his position in order to play him in the first team. So it does look like that Barcelona are open to selling him this summer, but they do want to include a buyback option, which I believe is absolutely fantastic. And Sergio Roberto comes as a surprise to me as well. He's the fourth captain of Barcelona. He's one of the faces of Barcelona as well. Of course, his contract does end next season, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I do think he's going to stay at Barcelona, but we'll see what happens with that. But the Konrad de la Fuente news is a very big shock. Now let's get into the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, coming in from Luis Rojo from Barca, saying that a month after the elections, Juan Laporta continues to work in silent. Club sources indicate that they are working on an offer to present to Messi soon, but without disclosing any details. Next one's coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that next week the first meeting between FC Barcelona and Nico Gonzalez representative is scheduled. His renewal will be led by Ramon Planas. During the meeting, they will also talk about the future of Monchu, who is currently on loan at Girona. Next one's coming in from TV3, saying that Oscar Greyu could stay at Barcelona. He is currently working with the CEO Fernando Robert. He collaborates with everything, and the club is positively surprised by his attitude. Greyu has an indefinite contract, and his stay cannot be ruled out. But Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that Oscar Greyu, who is of course the current CEO of Barcelona since 2016, is expected to stay in office until Fernando Robert joins permanently on July the 1st, once his current contract with Media Market expires. This next was coming in from Juan Martí, saying that Juan Laporta has decided in the last hours to dispense Jacielo, who is currently the technical advisor for the professional sports at Barcelona. He was a trusted man of Rosell and Bartomeu and one of those involved in the Abidal case. Great move by Laporta. This next was coming in from Alberto Roque, saying that Alberto Benagas was at the Barcelona training center the other day to see the training session of Barcelona's youth teams. The official announcement regarding his incorporation is only a matter of time. He also stated that Alberto Benagas is doing a marathon of matches this weekend. He has been one of the key men involved in the growth of La Masia players in previous years. He wants to meet all the players and the coaches on his trips or as soon as possible. And finally, coming in from Xavi Campos from Cat Radio, saying that Barcelona expect to announce the arrival of Jordi Cruyff in the next few days. He will be the technical secretary and work with parallel with the director of football Mateu Almani, but his position will be above Ramon Planas. Now the final piece of news I want to discuss is this news in regards to Gerard Piqué and Jordi Alba after the El Clasico the other day. After the defeat in the El Clasico, Gerard Piqué and Jordi Alba were heard talking about the Copa del Rey final in the tunnel after the match. Piqué was saying to the team, calm down, we're going to win the Copa del Rey for sure. And Jordi Alba said, I don't know. Piqué said, what? What did you just say? Jordi Alba said, I'm just saying, I don't know. The mentality of this Jordi Alba kid is absolutely gone now. Jordi Alba, I'm sorry man, you're a great player for this club. Your time is up. You're crying at Anfield when we're winning 3-1, and now you're saying that you don't believe we're going to win the Copa del Rey. Jordi Alba's mentality is absolutely dreadful. You know what else's mentality is bad as well? The Barcelona dressing room. And Mundo Deportivo came out before the El Clasico, and they said that the locker room is confident that they will win the Clasico, which they didn't, and the title won't slip from their hands, which it kind of has. They believe that Madrid will then focus on the UCL, and Atletico Madrid will continue to drop points. Now this dressing room, man, I don't know, it's probably going to be what? Piqué, Messi, Busquets, Jordi Alba, them old guys, and maybe Ter Stegen a little bit. Their mentality is absolutely dreadful. And of course, there's more news about Neymar. They're saying, oh, in the dressing room, they dream of Neymar returning, coming in from Mundo Deportivo. In this squad, they all agree that the signing of Neymar would be a great reinforcement to win the Champions League. Again, just all this crap. All the dressing room do is just cry and cry and cry. They always give us false hope every season, saying, oh, we're going to win the treble, no worries. Then they'll choke the most important game of the season. And again, this season, we have lost every single big game. I'll pop it on the screen right now. Every single big game we have lost. I don't even count that Juventus game, the 2-0 away from home. That was like, what, the first month? I won't even count that 2-0 win. Every big game we had, we lost. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid again, PSG first. It's just Juventus at home 3-0 is the worst one probably in my opinion. It's just absolutely crap. And Sport again came out yesterday morning saying that the dressing room believes that they can still win the double. Their next game is the cup final this Saturday on April 17th, and there are more than 8 games left in the La Liga season, and the Barcelona knows that nothing has been decided yet. Again, the Copa del Rey final for me is going to be a big game. I think it'll be the biggest moment this season. If we lose the Copa del Rey final, the season is done, and I promise you we won't win La Liga. If we win the Copa del Rey final, I'll be very hopeful, and I'll still believe that we can win the league. But then that match against Atletico Madrid at the Camp Nou will be an absolutely huge game and another huge test for the team, and see if they can, overcome that as well. But again, everything's too early to call right now. We'll have to wait and see. But firstly is the Copa del Rey final this weekend. Hopefully we win it, and if we do win it, I believe it'll give us a big push for La Liga. But if we don't, it'll be a great downfall. So that's my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 to 48 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below, of course, on everything we discussed. But the two things I want to know about mostly is who would you sell this summer, and what are your thoughts on the mentality of the Barcelona dressing room. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.